Hey there, Snickersnacks. Welcome back to Vorpal Tales Presents Awesome Adventures. As always, I'm your host. Toad's going to crash in an hour and a half into this, Space Lord Pajamas. We are Vorpal Tales, and we play awesome adventures and terrifying tales many days of the week. Please be sure to check out our calendar at vorpaltales.com to stay up to date with all of our shows. So for those of you following along at home, tonight's awesome adventure is Stranded Ravenous, using Absolute Tabletop's Mecha hack. Check out all their other awesome systems and supplements at absolutetabletop.com. Remember to follow Vorpal Tales on Twitch and YouTube, and visit our website to join our Discord. We're on most major social medias as at Vorpal Tales, so remember to follow, subscribe, and hit the bell to get all the updates. Vorpal Tales is also on DriveThruRPG. Check out some of our Vorpally supplements that include characters, monsters, and scenarios made from many of the games that we play weekly. Most importantly, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/VorpalTales. Let's introduce our intrepid adventurers, Birdie, Dave, Key, and Silky. How you doing, awesome sauces? Tell us who you are and what you'll be playing tonight.
I'm doing pretty good, although I'm lagging behind on my taco order for the night. I'm Birdie, fresh off the heels of a finished Adventure Friday and conserving all my energy to kick some mecha ass tonight as Bandersnatch.
Hey, I'm Dave. At Twin Dead Tweets on Twitter. Tonight I am playing Viking Alpha.
Hello, I'm Kisama. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama. And tonight I am the Jabberwock Paladin Echo.
Fuck yeah.
Folks, it is I, the eternally bipedal Selkie. You could find me on the internet as Rebel Selkie. And tonight, as I am most Tuesday nights, except for when I'm not, or when it's not Tuesday, I am playing the pilot of Oracle Zero, not Paladin Echo. That's not me. Oracle Zero, solo, Uno, not solo. Uno, Minbad. I don't even know my characters anymore. Who am I at this
Awful.
point, folks?
Terrible. This episode is brought to you by Large Marge's Donut Barn, proud sponsor of the 20XX Giant Robot Wars. Can't fight a giant robot without some coffee and a donut. Large Marge's Donut Barn, where a donut equals 14. Additionally, Vorpal Tales has some great sponsors we'd love to tell you about. First is QUEmpire.com, small company making original dice and products for your favorite RPGs and card games. Dungeon Crate is the original RPG loot box, delivering tabletop gear like dice, minis, and terrain, plus original adventures to your castle doors each month. Become a member and get your crate today. Use code VorpalTalesDC, that's at all caps, at checkout to get $5 off a new subscription. Next is Hit Point Press, known for their various reference cards, but also for creating the Humblewood and Heckna campaign settings. And finally is Jim Hammer & Sons, an RPG supplement store that has everything from Decks of Wonder to Decks of Illusion to dice. Visit VorpalTales.com, click on our affiliate link, and anything you purchase, a portion of it will benefit the show. And with the introduction out of the way, we can get to why everyone's here. If you were a giant kaiju monster, what kind would you be? Like, what features would you have?
Oh, I prepared for this. I know the assignment. All right, here's the mutation rundown. I am bipedal, hunched forward, arms long enough to get good reach and slashing damage. Claws are sharp but not serrated, so they don't get caught in mech armor. I've got double coiled muscles all the way up the arm, so I've got this snatch motion where I can reach out and just pull you back, take a limb off at it.
Nice.
Quills all down the back. Each of them is like a nanoglass syringe full of acid. So if something attacks me, its armor gets punctured and it gets oozed on the inside. Scorpion tail also full of acid. It's done.
You really thought about this.
Can I cheat and just say Godzilla?
I mean,
I can come up with something more inventive. I'm just curious.
I mean, if you want to be Godzilla, but like, instead of radioactive breath, I breathe farts or something like that. Like, sure.
Don't do that, though.
Yeah, but don't do that.
What? Breathe farts?
Yeah, don't do that.
What if I'm a kaiju with a mutation where I reverse poop?
That's really nasty.
Wait.
We're having a Taco Tuesday here.
That's true.
You could be Godzilla with an inverse butt. I don't know.
No.
What is up with y'all on the butt stuff tonight?
Oh, you didn't see the general chat.
No.
Warple about Sean, about the badonk.
Oh, yeah, I called them butt
But not
losers,
question.
and they're like, no, we got awesome butts. And then Steve was like, no, Sean doesn't have a butt. And then so I was like, yeah, you can ask Rain. And Rain was like, yeah, his butt's so flat, it's concave or whatever it was.
It's inverted.
It's inverted, that's right. So.
It's inverted.
And you just let that stand.
No, because I told them it was true, and they're like, no, your butt can't be that flat. And I was like, no,
Oh
no,
my God.
that's the wife.
Please
She
wear
knows.
pajamas has negative ass.
I have
I
negative
guess
ass.
you would have to let it stand because you can't sit on that.
In 10 billion years, he said, in 10 billion years, it's going to fold in on itself.
Yeah, like, you know, it's good. It's
Fuck's
good. It's
sake.
just.
But anyway, kaiju for me.
Oh,
Man, I mean, this is tough. Big, obviously, very large. Wings, because who doesn't love to fly?
Okay, wings, flying's good. Definitely.
Big tail with like a ankylosaurus like mace tail.
Oh, okay, dig it.
Big gnashy claws. Teeth. I don't know that I would have like cool acid tail or any cool stuff like that.
You gonna go for like the classic breath weapon?
I mean, at that point, I'm just a dragon.
You know, you are. I mean, what is a kaiju but a?
Or okay, here
Fucked
I have a
up
breath.
dragon.
I have a breath weapon,
Okay.
but the breath weapon is actually a bunch of smaller flesh-eating like kaiju maggots
Yeah.
that
Oh my
devour
God,
my opponents
swarm
quickly.
Breath?
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
like a
that
swarm
is
breath.
okay.
That's dope.
That is dope. I dig that.
That is cool. I would probably be flying. I would probably have one eye, one horn. I might be some shade of magenta.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely would eat people.
I see what you're doing.
You're the one
I'm
horned, one
feeling-
flying
Yeah,
purple people
shut
eater.
the fuck up, Selkie. Go home, Selkie.
Okay. All joking aside, I think I'm funny. Probably a 60-foot tall lizard woman with snakes for hair.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's
Oh,
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat. Now, do like
I mean-
the snakes detach, or is it just they're just there and they're like, nah?
They're
snake people.
sentient. They can
Okay.
they can act. They're attached. They cannot unattach, but they're definitely sentient and they definitely eat people. So.
Okay. So you just kind of like lay down in a building, and they just kind of like, rawr.
Or they just like like I figured they'd be like long enough that they could like wreck shit on their own, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, here's my hair of snakes, it's gonna fuck you up.
That's
I
fantastic.
also am still gonna be magenta because fuck you all.
No, that's
That
fair.
song is a classic.
All right. So you
Um,
said the snakes were sentient. So like,
Yeah.
do they have names? Do they talk to each other?
Oh yeah,
One's
Probably.
like named Bob, and then
They
One-
got like a
Thing-
polycule going on up there.
Bob the Snake.
that's
Bob the
weird. That's
Snake.
like incest. They're like part of me.
I mean, they're not having
They're
babies,
not
so it's
incest,
fine.
they're reptiles.
Right.
Idiot.
They're part of you.
I
Is that
got
just
that.
self-love by that point?
Mm,
But each one is
Okay.
sentient, so they have separate identities.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, this is true.
Uh,
Okay, wait.
Sean,
Now we're getting
you're-
into like the weird sexual
Sean, you're the
habits of Medusa.
Sean.
We're gonna
What?
break the
Yeah.
terms
Yeah.
of service.
you are
Yeah, the
you are the
TOS is
Vorpal
going.
Tales
Uh-huh.
understander here.
Uh-huh.
How not safe for work can a conversation go on Twitch without it being a problem?
I mean, we've said a lot of shit on this channel. And we
Okay,
haven't gotten
would you
banned.
fuck your
we have.
clone? Yes or no?
Oh wow. I mean,
No.
no.
No?
I have
Yeah.
coffee with my clone. I don't know if I'd do it. Just seems
Okay.
a little too.
Key?
Yeah. Who
You
else would know how best to
Up
do
top. He gets it. Understood the
it? Now I'm
assignment.
gonna go take a shower.
I'm so pro clone
I said
fucking.
that
I'd
to
make 12
tens of
me.
people.
I mean, it's cool if you want to fuck. Again, no clone kink shame here. You can.
Selkie.
I mean, so there's that conversation is actually kind of intrinsically complicated because I am a demisexual person, so it's like no, I wouldn't have sex with my clone because like we
Fair.
have to like have a mutual romantic understanding and relationship, and I don't know how long clones last. They might have that weird half-life like Lucy did.
Oh man, that would
So-
be really sad.
Yeah.
That's a good
But-
consideration.
Yeah. So would I? Probably not for the sake of it. But would I want to take them out to a nice dinner and show them all there is to life and love before I show them all the good and the bad of the city? Do robots dream of electric sheep? I don't know, but
Huh.
Cheers.
Hey, would one need to teach the clone about things?
Okay, let's
Because
assume
that changes my answer now.
Let's assume this is a Star Trek transponder situation where there's just a copy of you produced with all your memories.
bro.
Okay.
I
Got
take
Birdie
them out.
Alpha, Birdie Beta. Although Birdie's never a beta.
I take them out for a nice dinner, drug them, then harvest them for extra organs to be used later on by myself.
Dave. David.
I mean,
Yeah, okay. Wait,
Valid
but your clone would
response?
think of that.
wait,
What's
would
that?
would the
Clone.
clone
Your
know
clone
that
would
you're
think
going
of
to
that.
do that? Yeah.
If it was made at the same moment that you were?
Well, no, because I just thought of that plan and the transporter accident had already happened.
Okay.
But if the
Or-
clone is you, would it not come to that same conclusion?
It might, and then we're just drugged and we've just drugged each other at dinner, and we're both just passed out at the restaurant, and nobody wins. It's like that scene in The Princess Bride with the iocane powder, but we both have iocane powder, just like in the actual thing, and neither one of us has built up an immunity.
Okay.
That's
yeah. No.
great.
That. Yeah. That.
That is golden.
Huh. Okay. So
Anyway,
tonight
yeah.
we continue.
Oh,
Oh wait,
our
my
awesome
kaiju.
adventure.
My kaiju.
Oh.
My kaiju.
Wow. Did we go that
Oh,
far
I'm
off the
so
rails?
sorry, buddy.
Yeah, we did.
It's like bottom legs, T-Rex top, acid slime. There you go.
Wait. Say that again.
Leaving a trail of destruction just going through the streets.
So you have, like,
Everything
Oh,
gets dissolved.
melty slug.
Like a slug.
But you have
That's
T-Rex
dope.
top?
Yeah. Like T-Rex top, yeah.
Do you have the little arms?
Just bite anything large enough. Little arms.
You got little arms.
Wait.
Okay.
big head.
But like
Little arms?
50 little arms. So I
Oh.
can
Oh
feed
my
things
god,
out
Almost
like
like
a
a-
slug centipede.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
That's
call a
Thank you.
50-legged centipede? Because it's not a centipede, then a fiftipede? I don't know.
Yeah.
50
50 pieces.
So no, but a.
I don't know what the
millipede
word.
is more than a centipede. So.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
In Latin, 50 is quinquagenta. So it'd be a
Quinquagentipede?
quinquagentipede.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quinquagentipede.
Dope.
Interesting.
Mouthful.
See, Spank My Betty is with me on harvesting my clone's organs.
Fair, honestly.
You know. Okay. Cool. So tonight we continue our awesome adventure with Mecha Hack, published by Absolute Tabletop. So last week, you realized that you had an encounter with an AI that was responsible for the jamming signal, and it went away, which allowed you communication with the Admiral in orbit, who was actually out of orbit because the weapons platforms that were blowing them up there. And you discover that you were the only ones left surface side, as far as anyone could tell. And yeah, you went to one facility. Where are my notes? Why are my notes out here? Where did you go? That's a really good question. Oh, you went to the doll facility. That's right. And the manufacturing plant. And you fought the drones that were outside. And you started to break in, I believe, on our Harmony and Oracle Zero were going to go inside and try to see what they could find. And that's when our stream crashed and we decided to call it a night. So, yeah, cool. So that's where we left off. Hunter Harmony and Oracle Zero have headed inside, and Viking Alpha and Paladin Echo are outside trying to cool down poor Paladin Echo's mech, which overheated and was more or less trashed. Yeah. So, Hunter Harmony and Oracle Zero, you enter in through kind of like a maintenance doorway into a maintenance stairwell, we'll say. And there's a few hallways, and you can kind of hear this low drumming and this hum, and like you can hear the clank of metal and machines like you would hear in a factory sort of. And you do get a sense that this was that there are people here, because you can hear voices off down a hallway or something like that, communicating with each other. What do you do?
I say, shit. And then I open up my visor functionality and I'm starting a timer to see how long it is before something goes wrong.
We had money. We should be putting money on that. I mean, I'm assuming when we exited our cockpits, we exited with whatever means of weaponry we had available to us, correct?
Sorry, say that again.
Do we have guns?
Oh yeah, you always have like some
Yeah.
sort of pistol or whatever you think you need to defend yourself with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a handgun, an EMP, and a cane, so I only have one free hand at any given time.
Okay, fair enough.
It should be. So do we get closer to the voices? Do we fall back? What do you want to do?
All right. You and I are quite visually distinct. Nobody's going to fall for us trying to fake our way through here. I think we take a hostage, sort of like we did before. See if we can't use them to make our way through this. If it turns out that they're mercenaries, like if they're flying the black, red, and white, ditch that plan. Kill them. I'm not fast enough to sneak outside of Bandersnatch, so.
I mean, I am. All right, so down this hallway, it's like where we're at. It's just, can we not tell where the voices are coming from? Basically,
Just a long hallway. It's, your typical nondescript passageway that leads from one point to another. Nothing fancy about it. In fact,
no
You know-
doors on.
you don't even. It seems very smooth, very nondescript. There's no labels or anything that are pointing in different directions. In fact, you just came out of what you assume is some sort of maintenance corridor, and even that's not labeled in any sort of way.
Yeah.
And you begin to wonder, like, how the hell do people navigate around this place?
I'm going to say very, very quietly, hold on. Raise a finger to my lips, and then I'm going to dial up the sound sensitivity on my helmet to try and use systems to detect them instead of presence.
Oh, okay, very cool. Go ahead and give it a roll. See what happens.
Nat 20.
Okay. You actually
Maybe I'm still tuned into that kaiju meat.
you turn it up and it causes like a massive feedback that just echoes down the hallway. You're not quite sure what that did at the moment.
Can I just reach out and just click the headset to pause the timer?
Yes, you can. Oh man.
Well,
We're
that
looking
took,
at 26 seconds.
Damn, that was fast.
Yeah, that's a good. That's our that beat our average.
Strangely, not a record.
No, I hold that record.
Cool. So yeah, you kind of like duck back into the maintenance passage, and you kind of wait for somebody to come, but nobody comes at the moment. But you definitely know somebody heard what that was.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Do we continue? Do we try to? Do you want to wait here and I could scoop out and see if I could see anyone? Do you have a good enough shot that you got my back?
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay.
I mean, I got a couple rounds in this thing. I guess I could just surrender.
I guess.
You ever done that on purpose?
Surrender on purpose? No, never.
Works
swear
pretty
to-
well sometimes. People really like to like pick you up and take your weapons away and then take you to like the center of their operations. And then you just kill them with your hands and then you're in the center of their operations. You ever
Well,
kill
we'll see if
anybody
that
with
works
your
out well
hands?
for us. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna see what I can see. If there's a way for me to like grab someone without anybody hearing, I will try. But in the meantime, if I'm not back within 6 minutes, or if you don't have any viable way of telling whether I'm alive or dead, just go out and get everyone else.
I assume that you have some sort of. You got a comm link, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
say you all have communications.
I take a sensor node out of the neck of my biosuit, and I plug it into your comm link and press it against your skin. I'm gonna use systems to keep track of you while you're away.
Okay,
Success.
cool.
Did you sterilize that before you? Never mind. It's fine.
It's an external sensor. It just
Yeah, and
reads
you
your
all
pulse.
weirdos are eating kaiju meat. I don't. It's fine.
I don't eat that shit.
It's fine.
Your loss.
I have found more practical applications for the stuff that my brother has decided to turn into ketchup.
Did you succeed at your?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's on, and
Let me
you've got like a little wrist PDA that you have the general direction of which they move, and so Oracle, give me a mobility or presence check, whichever you feel is the better for you.
Sure. Give me just a sec.
One would
Because
be
my brain is-
being actively stealthy. The other would be sort of being actively perceptive to kind of see what's going on.
Yeah. Give me just a second. My sheet is not loading proper.
Okay.
It's acting kind of funky.
We'll jump to the boys outside.
Sure.
Um,
Okay.
Hunter Harmony and Oracle Zero are inside, and you don't really have good communications with them at the moment. You're kind of focused on fixing poor Paladin Echo's machine, which has been more or less cobbled together with some spare parts, I believe, from before. It's not looking great. What are you two up to?
Paladin Echo is trying to get like scrap metal bits and trying to weld them on with whatever he has at his disposal
Mm-hmm.
to try and fix his mech. Right now he's trying to add a third arm, but the motors aren't quite working right, so it just kind of flops about a bit.
Yeah,
He's just like, no, it needs more arms.
that's definitely not happening.
It's not.
Yeah,
The arm falls off.
yeah.
As he's like, yeah, that'll hold. Flop. No.
More arms are
So that's
important.
what he's doing. More arms, more legs.
All right. Anything important that you're doing there, Viking Alpha?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
No, it's okay.
No, just assisting where Paladin Echo might need help with his mech,
Okay.
if at all.
Can you hold the arm like right there? Okay, thanks.
Yeah, of course I can.
Viking Alpha's big ass mech, like
Like, pinch it.
Acting like a huge crane.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just pinch it together.
Cool. So,
I got a success.
you did. Cool.
Yes.
You guys are putting your stuff together and you hear like this massive feedback sound. You're like, what the fuck was that? Back inside, did you roll mobility or did you roll presence?
I rolled mobility.
Okay, you rolled mobility. Cool. So you rolled mobility, and so you're sneaking around, and you've kind of got yourself pressed against the wall, even though it's like a big white wall, but it's not well lit down the hallway the entirety. And you realize that as you come to a corner, you kind of glance around real quick, and then pull your head back, and you realize there's a dude just standing in the doorway looking down the hallway, almost as if they're waiting or expecting somebody to be coming from that location.
Okay. Can I? Is there any place around? Like, can I duck into a doorway? Is there any place for me to hide, or is this like?
You glance around, and that hallway literally takes a turn, and there's just an open door on the other side with a dude standing there waiting.
Okay. And he's looking out into the hallway or into the room.
Looking out into the hallway, Um, and you get the feeling of like almost an expectant manner, as if
Like
the
he's waiting for me.
yeah, you're like they know where, and it's almost like they're waiting for you to come through. But you didn't get a menacing feel from them, so you're not quite sure what to feel about it.
And he hasn't spotted me yet? Or he has?
No, you got a pretty good feeling they're waiting, but you just kind of like glanced around real quick, so you're pretty sure that they don't know that you're there.
Okay. I'm gonna, much akin to most of what my character is capable of or capable of doing, because she's an idiot. Can I like run full force, tackle this guy out at the hips, and kick the door shut behind me?
Give me a power check.
Sure. What is do? Where are you? Sorry, not you, me.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you keep minimizing? It's fine. It's fine. My computer is going to do what it wants to do. So you want me to do power?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a success.
All right.
Nice. You know that there's not a short distance between you and the turn, and you know you can probably rush it and tackle that guy before they even know it's happening. So you just turn the corner, start sprinting, and tackle that dude into the room. And you realize as you slide a couple of feet in there with that guy down, like the door automatically shuts behind you. You get that mechanical hiss sound. And the dude's not necessarily struggling against you, but trying to just sort of keep you off of him for the moment, but not being successful. Do you look around, or are you focused on the guy? What do you do once you're in that room and got him tackled?
I'm gonna hold my gun. I'm gonna hold my pistol to his head and be like, "Listen, dude, unless you want your brain to be confetti, hold still."
They cease. You get a good look at them now, and they're fairly androgynous in the way, but they definitely look mostly male in a sense. And that's when you have your pistol sort of against his temple, and you're able to sort of look around, and you realize that there's like 6 others of these individuals in here, all kind of like working at stations, and they've all kind of stopped for a moment and looked at you, and you can just hear that clicking of like ticker tape, or just tape reels or something, just random computer sounds, as they're all quietly looking at you.
Are these guys androids?
You're not sure.
Can I figure that out?
Yeah, you can roll a presence.
Check the timer on my wrist.
The timer was stopped, friend.
This is the other timer where I wait 6 minutes and then I leave if you're dead.
Did tell you to do that. You said presence, right?
Yeah, presence.
Didn't listen.
Oh, that's a yes.
You succeed?
Yes.
As you're holding this individual down, you realize that like their skin doesn't feel natural in a sense. Like it feels natural, but it's just like there's something off. Like it's a little too like leathery or smooth or something along those lines.
Supple.
And like there's a deadness in their eyes where they don't quite look real. They look more like camera lenses or just some sort of optics rather than actual eyes or anything.
I mean, are they in grad school? Are we sure they're just not in grad school?
They look a little too old to be in grad
like
school
me.
for a sense.
It sounds like me in grad school. Okay, so I'm going to cautiously pull myself off of this guy, person thing, gun at the ready, and just, I guess, put myself in a way that if I have to run, I can make it. But like, I'm just going to hold, and can I like, I'm gonna call Birdie, and I'm gonna be like, you need to fucking see this.
I need to see what? Are you alive?
Yes, I'm alive, but the things I'm with are not, as far as I can tell.
Hold on. I cut the comms and just scuttle down the hall.
Scuttle down the
Mhm.
hall.
If crap.
You come up to a door. It detects that you're there, automatically opens, and you step through. And
Mm.
by the time that you've gotten there, the ones at the workstations have all gone back to doing whatever it is they're assigned to do. Um, Even the one you can tell like there is an open workstation, and they really want to go back to there, but they kind of have to tend to the both of you at the moment. So, he waits for you to get there. I imagine Oracle's still got their weapon at the ready. They don't really say anything to you, but the one goes over to the workstation and starts typing up and bringing up some schematics on the screen. There's like a little hollow display that lights up. And
Can I-
When I get in there, like they wait for me and then they open that.
yeah,
Get a glance around, and then I look back to OZ. You can put your gun down, Minbad.
I ain't putting my gun down until I know what the hell's going on here.
I'm gonna approach one of them and just kind of like callously grab the face, turn it side to side, look into the eyes.
you see
You
the
have a
same.
designation?
They don't really respond, and you realize for a moment that they don't have any actual sort of way to vocalize.
What do you see? Can you see? That's the same one that's typing and bringing up the schematics,
Yeah, it's
right?
the same
What
one
do
that you tackled.
All right. And I'm just like, so I just kind of nod towards the screen and I'm like, what's it got going on there?
So at the holo screen, you actually see what is the designs for a mech. Not one that you've ever really seen before. And you
Mhm.
start noticing it's flipping through various like versions of the schematic, and it's going through various details, and you realize that it's some sort of hybrid kaiju mech type.
I'm
Okay.
gonna approach the keypad that they're working at,
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can like they seem not just docile but like suggestible, right?
Yeah.
By degrees. Like they're just kind of operating blankly here. I'm gonna see if I can tell one to hold and insert some data into what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't even stop you. Like you can kind of gesture, and they just, it's almost like they're expecting you to do this, to which you go ahead and do it and insert. And your designs and what they've come up with are very congruent. More or less, there's just some minor differences and maybe even aesthetic differences that you hadn't really thought of or planned on.
Mhm.
To which the humanoid kind of gestures at the keyboard as if they want to type.
I step out of the way.
They start doing some calculations and doing some things, and they basically within like 5-10 minutes have melded the two plans together.
Okay. Now, does the interface show anything about how many of these they're printing out? Because I know this is the doll station.
So if you, while you're waiting for him to do whatever they do, you do look out over. You realize that you're in a room that has like some open panels, like some windows, and you look out and you can literally see like some very generic, very gunmetal, very exact, very ununique mechs just being generated along an assembly line.
Okay. OZ, you think you can shut that down while I get this one operating?
I can sure try.
Divert the power over to this station. I'm going to use any of the spare ablative materials to try and produce one more before we turn it off.
Why?
Hmm?
Why? Why do you want to make one more? Why do we want negatives. We want negative numbers. And you want to make one more?
No, I want to make like 3/4 of one more. And then I want to plug Bandersnatch's neural uplink center into the core.
Something else that you notice too is that there is another set of plans in there for another mech that is just a completely wild design that's talking about using some unused and just very odd tech that almost seems alien in nature. So that could be put on the production lines as well.
I page over it, and then I turn my head and flip the visor up to look at Selkie. 2 more. I think you're due for an upgrade too.
So what you have seen and what they're proposing is they will build the hybrid version that's from the mission manual, and they'll build the Vanguard version of the mechs. So if you want, you could switch into them.
I mean, are we really going to trust this?
I don't know. Are you married to your machine as it is?
I mean, she's very nice. She's only failed me once, but like, you kind of get a kind of fondness for them after a while. Like they're a pet, she a pet, or like a Tamagotchi.
Yeah. No, you drive yours like it's a pet. I want you to know how I feel.
You've never not told me how you feel. I'm just going to make that completely clear. Saturn knows how you feel.
Look, the last time I did a mission on the rings, I told Saturn myself, but listen, what I'm talking about isn't treating it like a pet or even like a fucking Cadillac. It's like a second skin.
When you say that, you realize you kind of glanced over and missed something about the hybrid, which gives you, you're like, wait, what did I read? So you look back and you realize the hybrid's not just talking about building a hybrid kaiju mechanical machine. It also needs like component. It talks about needing an organic component, where you get the sense that you're going to become the mech itself.
We literally just went straight Evangelion. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Oh, Lord.
Like you will upload and download between 2 different bodies.
Now, is that just for the hybrid or is that for the Vanguard as well?
The hybrid's the only one that works that way.
Yeah. No, I've got dibs on the biotech. But take a look at this, and I pull up the schematics. It looks like you'd have a variable reactor core.
It is very pretty. It is very pretty. However, we really gonna just trust these things that have like turned on and want to make us these like mechs?
What do you think made your machine? Oracle Zero? It's a refurbished Scout model, 3rd century.
And she's wonderful. Why are you talking shit about my machine?
I'm not talking shit. I'm saying she came off a factory line the same as these.
She did, but like, fine, yes, okay, fine. But I swear to God, if this thing kills me, I am uploading myself into your fucking weird hybrid fucking ooey gooey you got going on, and I'm gonna throttle you.
That sounds like a good time to me.
Oh
I flip my visor back down and I hit initialize.
So it interrupts the whole sequence. Like you watch, and this happens very rapidly and very quickly, even in the sense that this is a production line. Like it finishes out whatever it's building, and you realize like the production line stops, or it's just not producing any more of the dolls at the moment. And then you start seeing like the hybrid and the Vanguard get put together, and like there's like sinew muscles and things that go into actual mechanical parts as the hybrid and the Vanguard quickly get almost like 3D printed out. It takes about an hour, and then the production line just restarts again and starts making more dolls.
Over the course of that hour, I have no reason to assume that these androids really have an AI module outside of their function, do I?
So as you're sitting there within the first moments of the hybrid and the Vanguard getting built, you get that weird message of like, please collect data.
Got it.
That fucking message again.
Or for data
Got
collection.
it. I just send a thumbs up emoji back.
It says, Thank you. And
Do
then
you mind
goes
if I
away.
borrow one of these? And I
Are you
like a
asking the
picture
AI?
of the android.
Like the android doesn't respond to you, but you do see on the screen like this. The screen is insisting that you take it for data collection purposes.
Oh yeah. What I'm gonna do over the course of that hour is take the android to a side. I'm not gonna take the android to a side room. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna get undressed out of my high-tech suit, and I'm gonna take the android's clothes and just kind of put on the, hospital smock, whatever the fuck they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
And poring over the instructions one more time. I'm gonna really neatly fold my environmental suit, put my helmet on top of it, and lay it on the console next to Selkie. That one's for you. I'm not gonna need it anymore.
I still think this is a bad idea. Like, bad idea.
It's back outside.
I got tingles.
Like 30, 20 minutes have gone by. You've not heard any explosions. You've not heard any like screams, sirens. Very, very unvorpal squad. What are you two outside doing?
I just turned to Paladin. I'm like, well, either they're dead or everything is going well. I don't know. Maybe we should call them.
They probably did that thing where they surrender and then like they take all their weapons and they, they kill everyone in there with their bare hands, and now they're in their office. It's the
Oh
I've
yes,
seen it
that
happen
old.
a few times. Could you move it a little to the right?
Sure. That old chestnut. I use that often myself. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Just a little farther. I still need to get in there. I'm gonna try and put some goop in there, see if that sticks it. Yeah, okay, we should be good. Okay.
I let it go. Does it fall?
Falls immediately. Just Paladin Echo runs up, kicks the leg, and then like the arm of that just fell, and grabs his foot, just starts going, fuck, They're fine. They're probably fine.
I agree. They're probably fine, unless they murdered each other. Right?
Nice. So the whole hour goes by, and basically, Harmony, at this point, you understand that they're going to take your essence and put it in the mech, and then they will be able to transfer it between the mech and one of these android-like bodies. So, like, if you need to get out for whatever reason or eject or something along those lines, like, you won't necessarily die with the mech, more or less.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, it takes about an hour. Gets 3D printed, dumped out into a mech bay. The two jokers outside trying to rebuild a mech. A third one gets printed that's actually a version of Paladin Zero's or Paladin Echo's mech as well, complete with like third arm or whatever. And so yeah, you within like an hour's time you have all new mechs to choose from, but they're still 3D printing those dolls. And then after that hour, like that set of dolls that were being created, you just see them all blast off into space somewhere.
Okay, so I don't actually mind that this thing is trying to give us new toys, but at the
Mhm.
same time, we need to prevent it from making any more dolls.
Yeah,
Is
you
there a
realize
way
that
to-
that happening is probably not the best thing to be going on.
Not a good thing. Is there any way that we could, I mean, obviously it's using it's using the same program, but two different routes to create these things, right? Is there
No,
a
it
way-
actually like stopped the production line and built your mechs that you had requested, and then it just starts on the same assembly line, like rebuilding the doll mechs. So it's literally just like this one facility that's just sort of 3D printing things in a circle and sending them out to a launch bay.
Well, while we're using the euphemisms of 3D printing, can we just delete the file that's creating the dolls?
Not that simple. It seems to be in like a hardened facility down deep in the earth. But you spend enough time. Roll a systems check real quick, because
Sure.
you're in there for an hour poking around.
I know how to get inside that facility.
You say that. It's a pass. I'm doing
Pass.
really. If this was a D&D game, folks, I would be doing awful today.
You realize that this is sort of a very compact facility. It's almost cylindrical. Deep below are like the core systems, the core AI systems. Above that is a power plant energy reactor system, and then above that is the 3D printer production line. And then there's just a shaft that goes up to a launch. And then there's like basically the side door that they sent your mechs to. And it's a fairly hardened facility, but you realize that it does have a single thermal vent that one might be able to bullseye.
I've got just the machine for that.
Like boom mice back home.
Yeah, like, you know, the large rats that you know, about 2 meters wide.
Yeah.
So
In Hobo's
presumably,
Hobo's Chasm.
Hobo's chasms, yeah.
presumably the tech here is ready to accept that upload, right?
Oh yeah, they're just waiting for you. Like, there's a whole like little the hybrid's actually sitting next to this little machine that's ready to upload you.
All right. Get one last good stretch in to leave my muscles in a decent place when I leave. I guess this is probably the first time you get an actual good look at me in these scrubs. It's like, this is somebody who hasn't taken off the environmental suit for at least a couple of months. Like, dangerously pale, creases along the joints, but everywhere from wrist up the arm, it is just neural uplink ports. Little, you know, metallic circle with a divot in the middle where you would plug in a branching fiber cable. And so they sit back and manually, one at a time. No, not dead skin flaking off everywhere. They're kind of moist, actually.
Like an overripe plum.
Yeah, they've been pickling just a little bit. But like I said, you know, the nanomachines in the suit kept it a nice clean brine.
Still not good.
They get that last one Matrix style as it plugs into the back of the head, and it's just power down.
It's like you've been sitting in a bathtub for 37 years.
Yeah, exactly like that. You're gonna make fun of me? The death of my body? I don't give a shit. I got a new one on the way.
Except that new one can get, I mean, I guess this one can also get destroyed, but like, I understand, like, at one point you were too small to ride the rides, but now you're too big to ride rides.
I am the ride. And I shut the door in her face.
How are we going to get you home? What am I going to tell your brother? I leave with a sibling and come back with a 4x4?
He knows. I'm going home. Upload.
Yeah, okay.
And then I guess my human vessel is dead.
Yeah, more or less.
Very casually. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you know, it is.
Death of the flesh.
And you can actually feel like your mind goes through the android body that kind of serves as the plug that'll come out if you ever need to get out. And like, it feels weird. It feels kind of like, oh, this is robotically gross. But then you actually upload into the mech itself, and it's very disorienting at first. It's very unnerving at first, but it's more or less what you wanted, and it doesn't take that long to adapt. And yeah, you look very Evangelion-like, but more exposed, like kaiju parts than anything else. And the actual like sort of claws to it are literally like actual kaiju claws instead of metal. And so yeah, you come scampering out of that mech bay into where Viking Alpha and Paladin Echo are trying to repair poor Paladin Echo's mech. And
Oh my god, they've mechanized the kaiju! I just bring my gun up.
You
no,
start
wait.
firing, and the
Like,
hand
oh my god!
God comes down like it's about to crush you, and it stops. And then one finger very gently pokes Paladin Echo on the head.
Yeah, I mean, I pull out my sword unless this thing, like, since it's so close now.
Am I just running out of this thing, just screaming, being like, "Wait, it's the idiot. It's fine. They're one of us. It's fine."
It actually did like go through the process of putting the Vorpal Squad insignias and things on it. So
You branded my new body?
it's just, you know,
You made that
designation.
choice.
I did not make that choice. Absolutely unmarked machine. Not letting that happen.
All right, fair
Well,
enough.
I'm going to tag you the first chance I get.
That's
Street
funny and
kids for
allowed.
life.
Cool. So yeah, that happens.
There's over this time we would have located that exhaust port, right?
Yeah, and, you know, it's like up at the top, and the rock's kind of hidden by the mountainside.
I'm gonna like slink around everybody, moving like half cat, half snake,
Or like a mummy.
or like a mummy. And then like turn one big eye down towards everyone. The mouth splits open, and then a secondary part in the back, louder than it should be, is able to like roughly vocalize, "Got it covered." And they're
Yes.
Oh,
gonna
you're so
scamper up the
cute.
mountain.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
Freebird.
I have given up my brawler chassis in exchange for the hybrid, so I am going to test my worst reactor die
Okay.
to utilize my new ability. That
Alright.
is success. It downgrades one step, but it's a success. I'm using the Maw Beam. So they position themselves over this vent.
Mm-hmm.
The mouth like cracks way open, and just a blast of energy straight down into the facility.
Nice. You start hearing like.
Did we get our new mechs out of that before you start blowing shit up?
Oh yeah, they all walked out and were delivered
Okay,
out of the place.
Why do you get the only mech? Why do you gotta ruin it for everyone?
Yeah, they're all they get pulled out on like mech carriers or whatever. And Paladin Echo, there's almost an exact copy of your mech standing there.
Minus the vodka boosters.
Minus the vodka boosters. There's
Plus
still
the
the
spider legs.
Plus the spider.
there's still the
Are there more
capacity for vodka boosters, but they are not filled with vodka at the moment.
Don't you dare.
Gonna dare.
So yeah, you maul beam the exhaust port. You start hearing small explosions, and then you can start hearing sirens, and now it goes very Vorpal Squad as its explosions start happening, and the facility basically like the mountain collapses in on itself as it like exploded against the rocks and cracked them, and then just it implodes on itself.
The nasty sound that they're making, it probably takes you a minute to figure out that it's laughter.
As if they weren't enough of a pain in the ass, now they gotta be 16 stories tall and half metal.
Right. So yeah, go ahead and what's the next level we're going to? 4, 5,
Oh shit!
4?
Yeah, four.
4.
Go ahead and update to level 4.
Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that.
Rearrange your mechs as you need to, and then we'll take a quick break while you do that.
So am I no longer a scout?
You can be if you want to, but you have Vanguard available.
Yeah,
to
the
you as
Vanguard's
well.
actually an option to anyone now. And we're back. Had to take a quick break. Let everybody get some foods and redo their characters. And cool. All right. So we got a couple of new chassis in play here. And Key, you were telling us about a switch. Oh yeah, we leveled up as well. So Key,
Leveled up.
you were telling us about a switch up that you were doing.
All right. So this new chassis,
Mm-hmm.
it has 3 arms, 3 primary arms. And it has dismantler arms as well, the module. So there's about 50 other arms, smaller arms,
You just
that
pull
when
up arms.
something is destroyed, take parts off of it and put it onto the mech.
Nice. Very nice.
Chop
I'm
off an
imagining
arm,
like,
attach it as armor.
you know how people will draw a lady where she's got her upper body and like the snake lower half?
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining that one of those things where the head's turned 2 different ways at once. So there's 3 arms up here, and it's just a centipede made of hands from down below. That's wretched. I love that.
Okay, cool. And so the queen picks you up, starts telling you that there's 2 more facilities left. It actually has a bead on what it's calling the terraformation facility. It suggests that you head there next, as it feels like as the queen feels like that's gonna give you a lot more information than anything else. It does mention that it's probably heavily guarded, but that your new frames will probably make things quite easier to take down.
I should note, I am going to turn down any attempts by the queen to connect to my network.
It actually can't. The systems are so foreign to it that it doesn't even, like, the ports don't even match, sort of thing. Best it can do is just like suggest that you put a small module so it can track it and communicate with it internally. For like friendly fire suggestions, but otherwise it wants nothing to do with that. It's way too foreign and weird for it.
How would
I'll
you
take that.
leave the ship with an iPhone 10 and then come back with a Google Pixel 7?
The queen's like, don't. You don't want me to plug your shit into my shit. I don't want to plug my shit into your shit. Your shit's weird.
That's great.
It's gonna take you a little bit of time as you travel. Anything that any of you are doing in particular in your downtime?
I am totally tagging Birdie's new body.
Oh no.
Totally am.
That is interesting if Birdie ever actually decides to leave their body.
Oh, I mean the mech. I'm tagging it.
Right.
Yeah,
Birdie is
I'm
the
not
mech
leaving.
now. Yeah.
Birdie is the mech.
Yeah.
Birdie's new body.
Let's do it this way. Roll me mobility against mine.
Can I say no?
Okay.
No, fine.
Then-
it's fine.
Then we'll do it this way. You tag
I'm
me,
rolling. I'm rolling.
and you get away with
mobility.
it.
I'm rolling mobility. I got an 11.
I got a 3.
Oof.
Yes.
So you tag the mech, and then like a second later, the tail sweeps back around and bumps you this way, and then the hand just scoops you up in front of the face.
If you crush me like a grape, I am haunting you forever. And you know I'm capable of it too.
I wouldn't dare get my hand that dirty.
Oh, damn.
My body's a temple. now. Thanks for coming to decorate the walls.
That temple is on the freeway next to the Motel 6.
Yeah? You want to rent a room? And then I like deposit her in the scrap pile in the corner.
So awkward.
Ellen and Echo is picking up trash to try and make a second shield, just kind of looks over.
There's
starts
a
shimmying away.
selfie dropped on your phone.
And I just turned to Paladin Echo and I'm like, if you try to do the shit that your sister did, I swear to God, I am booting you all off of the queen and I am going home. I don't care how I have to get home, but I'm going. I'm doing it. I can't deal with two of you. We already got this one. I can't do two. I can't do it. Dad, what's for dinner?
Kaiju meat, of course.
I hate this fucking family.
I hate this family. I wish I was adopted.
You should try the kaiju meat, Hunter. Now that you are a part kaiju, you might like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have a taco. Paladin reaches into his, like, a pocket in his suit, pulls out a taco. The kaiju taco. Just
You know
like
what?
a small human-sized taco type thing.
I'll play
like,
along.
Yeah.
They offer me a regular sized taco that the massive mouth closes around his arm up to the elbow and just slurps off of it with the taco. Tongue's rough like a cat, but
That's
like
your
50
sister.
times the
You
size.
chose to do that. That was your fault. That is your sibling.
And my
I can't even say I'm just here for the food because that's clearly not the case either.
So we're headed to terraforming?
Yes. The queen has identified it as what it calls the terraformation facility. It's not quite sure what to expect there. It does know that as part of the original protocols for the plan to colonize the planet, there were some like protocols to like terraform it, which the queen doesn't have a lot of history on because it took so long for what would become the opposite end of the Tannhauser to get out here that a lot of records were lost. There was wars fought and things happened and administrations changed, and so the few sort of records or like, you know, NASA turned into something else, which turned into something else, which was turned into something else under some fascist regime that just kind of lost all. So sort of going back again on the history of it, people kind of almost forgot that this was even a thing until a signal came off and was like, I'm here. So it took some time, and it took and people weren't quite sure what had happened in the interim. And so you ended up with a lot of really corrupt and a lot of really weird records on what was actually happening. And by the time things had settled and they started building the other end of the Tannhauser, nobody really knew what to expect once it opened. So the queen doesn't know what the original protocols were, but she's starting to piece things together. Like, something happened, something changed. There seems to be a plot to deceive, because she's starting to draw correlations that the plant life and everything just seems genetically modified and is almost uniform in a way that it's just weird enough and just different enough to sort of at a surface glance go, oh, alien planet, cool, to where now that you've had and spent some time here, it's like, no, somebody was up to something. Somebody definitely did something, and she thinks that the records in the terraformation location will probably give you some answer to what's going on.
I'm gonna try and take Occam's razor to the conclusion here and do it using just my own senses.
Mm-hmm.
If I, as a giant monster, dig my claws into the earth and peel it back deep, just, you know, find a piece of rocky soil somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that signs of surface life just don't go that far down.
Yeah, in fact, that's something that she didn't even think to check for. And so she pauses and you step outside and you do a sizable and considerable dig down into the earth. And you can definitely see that it's like if you go into a neighborhood and you've built a neighborhood and the houses are all there, and if you just start digging down like 5 feet deep, I did this as a kid, you start you get deep enough to where like you get to the part where like nothing existed, but on top of that you found a bunch of tile and shit from that nearby houses, like you just somehow ended up in a random dirt pit. That effect happens where about 5, 10, even say 20 feet, it doesn't take you that long to dig that far down in a small hole. You get to sort of like what the planet was originally, which is just like this hard sort of Mars-like dusty composite material that just, you know, nothing's really going to grow in that. A lot of silicate and things like that just aren't like, you know, growable dirt. The actual sort of like real, you know, growable dirt is very thin layer on top. And like the root systems aren't really that deep. Yeah, it definitely looks like if you dig deep enough, literally, the planet just sort of feels like, oh, this is all sort of a facade of something.
No native life.
No native life. And which is kind of what was expected, was they were going to find a planet that was mildly habitable within the habitable zone of a star system and just terraform it, which is why the Queen wants records to see what actually took place during that terraformation process. Because even the expectation that the planet would be somewhat habitable, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So the Queen wants answers. And again, you get just outside sort of the deployable zone of the terraformation facility, and just at the ready, fire at will.
I assume there's patrols. They said this one was going to be heavily guarded.
Yeah. Does a quick system scan. It does seem to have these 4 mechs that are hovering around this facility, and then there's 4 other like guardsmen, so in quotes, that are guarding the front entrance.
All right. Would you say that they are at far range or distant range?
She always drops you at far range, even beyond far range.
Okay. Distant, I think, is the further of them in this?
Yeah, you know, I haven't really paid much attention to that, but
It's close, near, far, distant.
distant. Yeah, you're at distant. Oh yeah, distant
Okay.
is, yeah. Plus
I am
3 to
gonna
actions.
move one up and just like wait a second,
Mm-hmm.
and then grumble out, "Fire at will," and I'm gonna test that maw beam one more time to attack at far range.
Okay.
Reactor is good. I presume upgraded back over that rest period.
Oh yeah, you've definitely had time to get all back to normal.
All right, pick a mech. They take 8 damage as I just like open up and.
Nice. Do you attack the guardsmen or do you attack the flyers?
Flyers.
Just-
They gave us more trouble last time. And I've got better ranged options now.
Text files, fighting me. Nope. Cool. There we go. Cool. Takes 8 damage. Done. Anybody else want to do anything cool before we roll initiative?
I mean, not necessarily cool, but if we still have the element of surprise on our hands, I would. Sorry, guys. If we still have the element of surprise on our hands, I would happily take a pot shot with my big ass gun.
Okay, cool. At the flyers or the guardsmen?
Flyers.
All right, cool.
I also think because we're at a distance, I also get an added bonus for using this gun. So.
Yeah, you do.
Hell yeah. Okay, one moment, please. Please hold. Sorry, I don't know why my sheet keeps moving between the screens. So that is a swing and a hit. I am not using these dice next week to play D&D. That's what I'm doing. And then plus 3 damage. Cool. So that's 14 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking love an artillery weapon.
No. Yep, there we go. Cool. Alright, no, god damn it. There we go. Cool. Alright, everybody give me initiative checks.
That's a 20, right?
Success.
Holy shit. Hold on.
You test
System.
mobility or systems.
Yeah.
Yeah, mobility or systems.
I am successful.
Okay.
Success.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my sinuses right now.
Okay.
I think so. I don't think I have anything that is. Yeah, that's a success. I don't
Oh,
think I
wow.
ate anything on break that I'm allergic to.
Everybody succeeded, it sounds like. Alright, cool. All four of you at the top. What do you do? Who wants
Well,
to
I
go
mean-
first?
I just took a shot and Bertie just took a shot. Did either of the two of you want to do anything?
The curtain is drawn as Paladin Echo's mech begins to shuffle out.
Cue early 1980s Japanese like cruise pop.
Exactly.
Into it. Love it.
Yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah.
The two arms raise up, one holding the chain axe, the other holding a shield, and the third arm wraps around from the back, holding the submachine gun.
Mhm.
The vents begin to flare up as the reactor goes into overdrive to increase damage. And Paladin Echo starts letting out shot after shot from the submachine gun.
Okay. They're at a far distance to you, so add +1.
Alrighty. That is a hit.
Oh, nice.
Spending some armor points as a bit of armor begins to degrade from the heat.
God, that's so cool.
Heat
Did you
sinks.
upgrade your vodka to tequila?
Put the vodka in the reactor this time. It burns better in there than it cools outside of it.
God.
Spend 2 armor points for my pilot ability to add an extra die.
Mhm.
That is 2d10, 8
Ooh.
damage total.
8 damage total. All right, cool.
That's
Nice.
beautiful.
Viking, I believe they're deferring to you.
Yes. I want to shoot something.
All right, they're at a far distance, so +1.
All right. I'm gonna shoot twice. All right. Good. 2 hits.
2 hits. Oh my.
Well. $14 total damage.
Total damage. My goodness.
Kill machine.
Yeah, that's all anybody's doing right now. Okay, cool. Firing at the guards at a distance, and you can see the bullets blink off them, and they start charging forward. The mechs that are flying, actually, they go through a transformation, and they turn into jets that are just rocketing forward at you. All 4 of them just launch a barrage of missiles at a distance. Everyone give me 4 systems checks and just tell me how many you fail.
Success. Failure.
I'm sorry, how many?
4.
2 failures.
2 failures?
One failure.
One failure.
2 failures.
One failure, and one of my successes was a 1.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Key. How many failures did you have?
2.
Still
Two.
twinsies.
All right, cool. Where's that? This is... for those of you who had one failure, take 2 damage. And for those of you who failed 2, take 4 damage. As you're just pummeled with a swarm of rockets.
Also, you need to change your hat.
Do I?
Yes.
Yeah, she told you.
Ambrose gave us a gift. He is very wonderful.
Yo!
can pick one.
Oh,
That
Sean
rules.
changes that too.
Okay, cool.
Love it.
The gift. Redeeming Sean changes that. The guards are gonna march up, and they're gonna split their attacks between Paladin and Viking. Both of you give me 2 mobility checks.
I will do so, sir.
Please do.
I did and succeeded.
Both of them? My
Yes.
I got 2 successes.
Look at you. They soldier up and they raise this one arm that is literally just this massive cannon. That just this plume of molten slag comes flying out. And you're able to sidestep it and avoid it. They have magma cannons. Crazy. Cool. Back to the top of you with the 4 of you. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, and I'm just gonna be like, you fucked with me for the last time, Starscream, and I'm gonna fire on one of the jets. Probably the one that is doing the least well.
Yeah, there's one that you attacked that is not looking great.
He could be Starscream for the day. And
Probably like Skywarp or Thundercracker or...
Thundercracker. Not Thundercracker.
They
Banish
called
the
me back in high
tentacles.
school.
What does Banish the Tentacles do?
get rid of the mechs? I don't know.
That would...
Banish the
A
tentacles.
meteor comes in out of nowhere and demolishes our opponents.
It's typically a small kindness on our part.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you ready for this? Are you really ready for this? So I don't know how I managed to do this. Excellent rolls. So I definitely passed that. And he got hit with 17 damage.
What?
Woo!
All right, small
Yeah.
kindness. He had 1 hit point left.
Ah! That's fine. No hits are wasted.
But want a random good thing that one's 1 hit point dies. You took out one of the fighters. Good. Cool. Who's next?
I got this. First action, interact to use. That like beam, the energy that's like vaporizing off the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It like swells up and breathes in, and that glow like compounds down again, like it's gonna shoot another beam. And then it shuts its mouth and it swallows it. And I am charging my weapon for the next attack I make with it.
Oh
but
shit.
I'm gonna make a melee attack, leap up and try and knock one of those jets out of the air.
Okay.
That is.
You must do it at disadvantage, as I have gotten a boost.
Oh, you got a boost too?
I did.
What was our boost?
Boost. Oh,
That's
That-
a player, the storyteller.
that
Selkie.
Player or the
That's a Selkie
it's
boost.
a Selkie boost. Damn it. Nobody likes me. Cool.
Kindly, I will try very hard to not die. Somehow.
Cool. All right. Never mind. Harmony, go ahead.
And fucking try me again. All right. Making 2 attacks. That is Nat 1
Ooh.
for a total of 16 damage on 1.
Oh my.
And then turning in midair, their second attack, not a crit success, is 10 damage on the other.
10 damage on the
So they
other.
just slap 2 of the jets out of the air.
Nice. And they kind of like, they ground themselves and transform into their normal forms. But they definitely got fucked up. Nicely done. Who's next? Who's left? Who's next?
Me?
Is it just you? No.
I mean, I still have to go.
Us.
Yeah, me and
yeah, you
Paladin
go
Echo.
first.
Okay.
All right.
In. Okay,
So
cool.
I will enter my garrison mode, Mr. Garrison mode, and I will shoot twice at a robot near me.
Robot.
Robot, I hit 2 times.
2 times. Is it a concave robot?
I don't know.
No, it's an
Convex?
inverted robot.
It's going to be
Convex
concave
or-
when I'm finished with you, buddy.
Fair enough.
Concave? Yeah, sure. That's not too shabby. 7, 15, 17.
17. Alright.
And I'll shoot the same one I shot before. Unless it's dead already.
It is not dead. It's still alive.
Alright. Is it dead now?
Probably after you hit it one more time, it will be dead. Yes.
Nice. Okay.
You already go, brother man?
How close is the closest enemy? How near is the nearest enemy?
Near-ish.
Near-ish?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You're all in sort of melee close combat.
Paladin Echo takes a use action to use the Nano Shroud to regain some armor points real quick. And moves up to the nearest enemy. And for flavor, does a bow just to prepare for combat. That the martial arts bow, get ready to duel,
Right.
and just strikes a pose
When did
And
you
that's
get
the turn.
stylish?
after I got 53 arms. Each one has a little banner that floats in the wind when it's not dismantling things.
Like 51 more arms that you can destroy in a single battle.
Did you succeed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing that really needs succeeding for rolls with the Nano Shroud and moving. Unless I need to make a move roll. Do I need to make a move roll?
No.
Never.
You don't have to make a move roll.
Yeah.
Nano Shroud does have you test reactor, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I succeeded on the reactor. Nothing
Nope.
explodes today. Yeah.
Fucking love Nano Shroud.
Regained
Not
3 armor
today.
points. Yeah, not today. Yeah, and that's the turn. Getting ready for battle.
Sorry. Damage? Did you say damage?
Not yet. No.
Oh,
No, there's no
okay.
damage. There's no damage.
Okay.
There were no rolls.
There were
was
no rolls.
attacking.
All right. Go ahead.
There
Poor
was
man.
regaining of armor and a bow as I move into.
Oh,
To
okay. So
punching,
no attacks.
slashing
Got
range.
it. Okay.
Yeah, no attacks. No attacks.
Got it. Cool. Is that everyone?
Yep.
I think that's everyone. All right, cool. Harmony, the 2 flying mechs are going to, like, the part that forms the wing of their jet forms into like a double-bladed sword.
Sick.
And they come out swinging at you.
Super sick.
Give me a mobility check, or 2 mobility checks, I should say.
Success.
Damn you. Yeah, they try to like come at you from behind and from the front to sort of like flank you, but you just like do this little mech pirouette and you cut out of the way, and they absolutely miss you.
You know Super Metroid. You remember Crocomire?
Oh man, it's been so long since then.
The melty one had like 8
Oh,
eyes
yeah, it had,
in
like,
a
8
rows
eyes. Yeah,
down
yeah,
the
yeah.
side of its head. I
Yeah.
imagine she's got that kind of thing going on.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more
Use it.
eyes than there should be. and-
Twists upward
yeah,
out of the way.
nice. Oracle, give me a mobility check, please.
That was a fail.
That was a fail. Take 3 damage as one of the third ones forms their wing blade and comes and swings at you and cuts you across the shoulder for 3 damage.
Fine. I'm gonna fuck him up next time. That'll be fine.
Viking, if you can give me 2 mobility checks and the same from Paladin.
I am fine.
You are fine.
I'm fine.
Paladin Echo.
All successes, yeah.
All
good.
successes. Again, those guardsmen raise up their arms and just fire molten plasma at you. You're able to dodge out of the way. Back to the top of the round. Who's going to go?
I got a beam that needs shooting.
I got a
Oops,
sword
I
that
beam.
needs thrusting. We'll do rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
Let's go.
Yeah, this'll work.
All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors, shoot. Rock,
Faster.
paper, scissors.
Shoot.
Shoot.
You're going after me. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot all at once. Ready.
Okay, there's lag. I'm throwing it when I see you throw it, but my internet's weird. Okay,
Rock,
okay.
paper, scissors,
Rock, paper,
shoot.
scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper,
Rock,
scissors,
paper,
shoot.
scissors, shoot.
Rock, paper,
Really?
scissors,
Rock,
shoot.
paper, scissors, shoot. There we go. Okay, go.
All right, Bernie's
Okay,
going
yeah.
first.
Wow, that was...
I'm making a. I am making a ranged attack. I got these 2 in melee with me, but I'm holding on to a charge beam shot at one of the bigger soldier guys coming our way.
Mm-hmm.
I just open up the maw and let it loose.
Okay.
That is, okay, +2. Are these guys? What's the level difference with these guys?
They're the same.
Same level? That
Mhm.
hits.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna deal D10. I rolled minimum damage. That'll deal 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. All right, cool.
And then second, I am going to activate my static burst, roll my reactor die. It downgrades, but the 2 next to me are going to take 3 and 4 damage each, and I'm hidden.
Oh, wow. One of them actually explodes.
Fuck yeah.
And then the other one's not looking so great.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. All right, who's next?
Did you want to go, Mr. Rock, Paper, Scissors?
No, yeah, I would like to go. Yes. Okay. First, use action. Increase my damage die 1 more time. The reactor flares up again. All the little flags that were being held, the cup. Oh, the cup. Okay. All the little flags burn up in the heat as Paladin Echo does a little twirl and reaches out to stab his opponent with the chain axe. Stab, slash at his opponent.
Okay.
The beam
That-
chain.
The beam chain
Too fucking cool.
went from burning a bright yellow to a deep blue as the reactor flared up. And spending 2 armor points, doing the chain axe for a total of 24 damage.
So you go and just like chain axe goes up back over your head and you bring it down. Just saws through one of these big guard dudes. And it starts to like split in half, but then just does that explode moment where and the dust kind of clears and then you are just seen in the middle of it all very clearly. And yeah, that dude is dead. Nicely done.
And all the dismantler arms move out.
They're like
Reactively.
collecting pieces through the air as it explodes.
Oh, that
I-
rules.
I regain a amount of AP equal to its HD, its hit die.
And it's equal to our level. So.
Yeah, it's 4.
That's
Excellent.
such a good module. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I roll my reactor die once for the chain axe and once for the arms that activated reflexively, and they both failed. So Paladin Echo strikes a pose, the vents with steam, and he stands there for the whole next round. He's playing it cool. He's playing it cool, but like inside the mech, he's like he took off his headset and starts fanning something that caught fire. Just like, oh no.
Always overheating. Nice. Cool.
So you can take the echo out of the mech, but you can't take the mech out of the
No.
vodka.
Yeah,
Can you?
no. Oracle Zero, Viking Alpha, which of you would like to go next?
Would you like to go first, Viking?
No, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna try to take another pot shot. How many flyers do we have left? One.
There is 2 flyers. One's occupying you, the other is against Harmony, and there's 3 guardsmen.
Well, heaven forbid I try to take a kill from Harmony, especially now that Harmony could literally eat me. I am. This is a family channel. Don't look at me like that. So I'm gonna, the one that's preoccupied with me, I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot it
Okay.
again. And that's a pass.
Nice.
So and I no longer have the distance, correct? Because it's like right up on my grill.
Yeah, the distance isn't a worry at this moment.
That's 12 damage.
Ooh. I like it.
Eee.
That would be cool. All right. Nicely done. Viking, it's your turn.
Yes. The one that I hit is still alive, yes?
Yes it is.
Alright, I shoot him. Well, I do automatic damage because of the belt fed thing.
Mm-hmm.
7 with the first hit.
That hits and destroys him.
Alright, then I will turn my gun on somebody else.
There's another one of the guardsmen close by.
Sure. I rolled a 6, so that hits. That is 9. Let me roll my reactor die here. Nope, it's fine. Nothing special. Rolled a tray.
What's the damage?
9.
9.
Sorry.
Cool. All right, nicely done. Back to their turns. Everyone give me system checks.
Just one?
Just one.
I rolled a 4.
Failed.
Failed.
Succeeded? Even with disadvantage?
Okay.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, no, I automatic. No. Overheated, I have disadvantage. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you failed, you take 8 damage.
Oh.
As swarm missiles
Whoa.
just batter you.
Fuck. Swarm missiles every time.
And then Harmony, give me a mobility check as one of the dudes comes at you with this wing blade again.
Success.
Success. He misses. Damn him. All right, nicely done. Paladin and Viking, give me 2 mobility checks as these guys open fire with their molten cannon again.
Nope, fail.
Oh,
And success.
Cannon, you say?
One success with disadvantage.
Uh,
One critical success with disadvantage.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Viking, I think this is the first time I've hit you. You take 9 damage.
Nope. You hit me with a missile earlier.
Oh, I did. Oh, that's right. I did. You are correct.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Take 9 damage. All right. Cool.
So 9 reduced by 4, so 5.
Just too roll to hit, I
And
guess.
I'll eat that with armor.
All
So
right.
no damage.
You're ridiculous.
And cool. Back to the top of the rounds. Which of you would like to go first?
I got this. Still hidden
Mm-hmm.
because of the static burst from the people that are next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see that same power-up sequence where the beam discharge gets sucked back in like it's gonna fire, and it clamps down and swallows it. I'm charging my weapon using the use action, and then I am going to roll my reactor die to utilize my third module, which I hardly ever use. I guess this one's also an. Oh wait, no, I read that wrong. I'll just make an attack. There's still one wing guy up next to me, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll make a melee swipe coming out of stealth at them.
Okay, go ahead.
So advantage. That was a crit fail. That one succeeds.
All right, cool. What's the damage?
Damage is going to be that tasty 2d8 I was telling you about.
It's gonna hurt.
Total of 8 damage. And that's my turn.
He's still alive,
What?
right?
OMG. You know what? No, I'm spending 2 armor points for an extra d8.
Okay, don't even bother.
So
He had one
the
hit point.
armor, perfect. The armor sheds off the sides of the face and neck, and the mouth splits open further down across the neck, and it just closes around it.
Nice, cool. Yeah, there's only one flyer left. Who wants to go next?
Guess I'll go next.
Yeah, I will. Nobody else will.
Yeah, Paladin Echo poses as this beam flies across the sky, and he finally gets his mech working and just strikes another pose, and that's the turn.
Okay. Viking,
Nice.
What you do?
Well, the guy I hit before,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot, or I'm going to continue firing at him. He takes 8 damage.
Okay.
No, well, I'm sorry, 10 damage. Forgot to add +2.
Oh, he takes 10 damage. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I forgot to add my +2, man. Then I'm going to roll my reactor die. Throw my reactor die. Succeeded at my reactor die and recover 4 armor points
Cover 4 armor points.
with my nano shroud.
All right, nice.
I forgot to mention my reactor did downgrade, so
Okay.
I got that D4.
Cool. Oracle, did you go?
Not yet. I think that leaves me.
Yeah.
So the flyer is gone, right? So now we have the other guys.
There is still one flyer left that wants your heart, and there's still 2 guards.
Well, I'm going to take out the flyer.
Okay.
It's the only thing that can be that gaudy on this deal is not me. And I hit. Ooh, that was a bad roll. I didn't do very much. I got 9.
9 damage? That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They're not looking great, but they're still up. And they're going to try to wing blade you. Give me a mobility check.
You as in me,
Yes, you.
not them. Me.
Yeah,
You.
You give me a mobility check.
I passed.
All right, cool. They totally whiffed on you. And Paladin and Viking, give me mobility checks as well, as the guards come up with their own versions of blades that are more along the lines of Vikings' sort of crusher sword.
I have 2 successes, sir.
Oh, nice.
2 successes.
Okay, cool. Because that would have hurt. Those swords just come slamming down, and you can actually feel it reverberate through the ground as they miss you. All right, all four back at the top. Who wants to go first?
I'll go again.
Okay.
Just hand them to me. I'm going to take it. I am going to first pounce and make a melee attack against one of the heavily armed soldier fellas.
Okay.
That is a success.
There's one that's not damaged and one that is damaged. Which one did you want to attack?
Damaged.
Okay.
Always go for the weak prey.
Okay.
Damage is 1, 2, 4, 7 for that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then manual. Make sure I got this up because I have to test my module again. I am going to roll my reactor die to do that one more time against the same one and just go sicko mode on it.
Okay.
That is reactor die D4. Okay. My reactor die failed, and I would become overheated, but instead I'm gonna roll a D8.
Berserker mode.
Does this okay? When I overheat, does this replace my action and I lose that action, or do I act and then overheat? I'm pretty sure it's act then overheat.
Let me
but-
see. That's. Where's that? There's a soldier. Let's read as written. If you would become overheated, you instead become berserk and roll on the berserker mode mecha table. You can't overheat, is how I read that. But you.
Okay.
You
go berserk.
You go berserk.
Yep. Okay, so that attack is a crit success.
Oh, you damage yourself in your rage. Roll your damage die and take that much damage.
Not the D8. The attack roll was a crit success.
Oh.
The D8 is an 8.
Oh. Ooh.
So I damaged that guy for 4, 1, 5 plus 4, 9, 18 damage.
What?
And then
Oh, got it.
Completely lose it, trashing the body. The mouth splits open wider again, and it just screams. And everybody, including my friends, is going
Yes.
to take 1 point of damage,
Nice.
Oh,
just from shaking so much.
All right, cool. Battlefield is almost clear. Nicely done. All right, cool. Who would like to go next?
I will.
All right.
The guy I shot before is still there, right?
Nope, he's dead. You got kill stolen.
All right, who's left? I shoot them.
There is one guardsman and there is one of the flyers.
All right, I'll shoot one of the flyers.
Okay.
Hit and hit.
Oh.
9 and 8. 17.
So you aim. It was already coming, circling around and diving back to hit Oracle with their wing blade, and that shot just vaporizes in the air, so that there's just this wash of smoke and small finite debris that just comes over Oracle as it's disintegrated in midair.
I
Nicely
like
done.
this.
There's one guard left.
Yes, there is.
Are they near me?
Yeah, they're actually attacking you.
Yeah, okay. Do a little underneath the blade dodge as they swing overhead, and Paladin Echo strikes with the chain plasma beam axe.
Okay.
With a hit, spend an armor points, doing a reactor die test, which is a success for 23 with the beam.
Nice.
23 damage.
You just beam saber, chain saber this thing into multiple pieces, and your little arms are sort of like picking up debris as it flies through the air, as it's just chained off. That clears the field, but you immediately, all of your screens turn red as well, probably except for Harmonies, because they don't have a connection direct to the Queen, more or less. But there's like a red alert. Something is inbound, and
Goodness.
you only have 45 minutes to prepare, upon which you may take your short rest.
Inbound, I presume orbitally?
Not orbitally, from a distance.
No, okay, we have better signal now. Does the reading, is it like another ship is coming our
Oh,
way?
not another ship, just inbound enemies.
Got it.
So yeah, you may regain your your armor points up to your maximum. Roll 1 hit die to regain hit points up to your maximum, and upgrade your reactor die by 1 step up to your maximum.
Oh, good.
As you're able
Back
to do
to
a
a
quick
D6.
refit and refuel. And that's where we'll leave it. Till next awesome time.
Yee.
This game is so much fucking fun.
Yeah,
It
have a lot
is.
of fun. It moves pretty quick, which I appreciate.
Mhm. How many weeks we got left?
I think maybe 2. Maybe
Mhm.
2.
Oh boy.
Probably
Wow, I'm
2.
gonna miss this.
Yeah. Maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll see what happens next week. And how far you get. Cool. All right. Yeah. So cruising right along, we got some new mechs in here. We've got literally, I think, used almost every mech in the game, which is kind of cool. So we've kind of seen the whole gamut of this series of books, which is pretty awesome. So, as always, you can find us on the social medias at Vorpal Tales. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Vorpal Tales. We are Vorpal Tales, and we play awesome adventures and terrifying tales almost a lot during the week. We play a lot of games. See our calendar that pops up in our show reels and on our website at vorpaltales.com, and on our Twitch channel. We're still working on that calendar, actually. Please be sure to check out the shop links on our website. Vorpal Tales has created several great supplements to enhance your games. There's more in the works for all the systems that we play to make your tabletop experience more Vorpally. We also have merch, buy coffee cups with our logos on it. It'll make your coffee taste better. That's 100% true, not really. I have been at Space Lord PJs. Check out my doodle website at cartoon.ninja. Everyone, plug your pluggables. Let the viewers know what show they can catch you in next, and any other cool online things that you're doing.
I got nothing to plug. I am Birdie, and I am here Tuesdays, playing Hunter Harmony for the next 2 weeks. I'll let you know if I end up in another game soon.
Cool.
Howdy. I'm Dave at Twin Dad Tweets on Twitter. You can catch me here Friday night for Mass Near Lothotep. Oh, and tomorrow for Fallout, Citrus B9.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I almost forgot.
That is a thing.
I'm Kisama. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama. I've been Paladin Echo with way too many arms. Next time you can find me is on Thursday for Vampire the Requiem.
Ooh. Hey guys, I am Selkie. You can find me all over the internet as the Rebel Selkie, except for that one place. And boy howdy, when I find that person who took my name, I'm replacing all of your good toilet paper with single ply. Not even the good single ply either.
Ooh,
the stuff
that's
you get
rough.
in restaurants.
You're really mad about this, huh?
Yeah, it's my name. I am the Rebel Selkie. Anyways, so you can find me here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then in the near future, some other stuff. Tonight I have been Uno Minbad, call name Oracle Zero, constantly consternated by everyone in this chat except for Dad. Yeah, this has been fun. And also, if you want to follow me outside of Vorpal Tales, if you want to go to Gather and Game Buffalo on Instagram, you can follow me doing all of the education and small press stuff up here in Buffalo, New York. And that is it for me.
Are we good? That's everybody.
Oh yeah, well, that was it. Wow, that was fast.
Only 4 players.
Yeah,
Man.
we are
All right.
tiny chat.
Yeah.
Cool. Finally, it's that time again. Vote for your most awesome event tonight. The prominent players in that scene will get a little something extra next game. Taco. Until the end of the show, real viewers can vote for their favorite event as well. Those votes will be used to break ties or swing votes and things like that. Key, what was the most awesome thing that you saw this evening?
Transformation of Bandersnatch.
Nice. That was pretty cool.
I'm feeling frumerous.
Birdie, most awesome thing.
I'm gonna give it to my brother because Homeboy came out here with a mech description that could rival my own. And seeing Paladin Echo not only slot into that, but like rock it with confidence was great.
Nice.
Props to Selkie though. I'm not giving it to you because I finally one-upped you on the flirty diss lines.
Dave.
Yes. Let's see. Hard consideration. No. I'm gonna give it to Birdie.
Okay.
Getting that sweet upgrade mech they've been wanting for a while.
Nice. Silky.
So I'm going to start with this by saying you have now officially made it impossible to awkwardly flirt with you, because now you are the size of the Hilton.
It depends what you're
Coward.
into.
Fucking coward.
I mean, who are we kidding? Uno is not scared.
They call it a cockpit for a reason. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
That's so funny. But again, it's gonna have to go to Birdie because it takes a lot of balls and a lot of other parts, evidently, to be able to put yourself into a hybrid without just being like, yeah, that's cool. I know we're here in this weird, seedy, robot building, plant. But yeah, I'm gonna. You did the equivalent of I'm gonna stick my dick in this.
My whole self in it.
Your whole self.
All right, Birdie, have a taco. Awesome being excellent to each other, the players. Well, Snicker Snacks, you don't have to go home, but you can't keep playing this game tonight. Watch our Vorpal Tales crew next Tuesday night at 8 p.m. for more heavy metal Mecha Taco action. And check out all our other shows, same Vorpal time, same Vorpal Tales stream channel. Remember to resupply your loadouts like you remember to smash that like and subscribe. And for the love of the dice, game on.